Hey everybody, Pals Poison here, and today we're looking at Empathy Control. This is a game on Itch.io. Of course, playing a game on Itch.io, because sometimes the Steam runs out of steam, if you know what I mean. But anyway, this is a fairly short game. The dev said it takes about 20-30 minutes to complete, and you basically make choices and click things, and that's what I'm here to do. That's what I can do really well. I can click things and point at things and stuff like that. I'm very good at it. My mom says I'm the best at pointing at things. Okay, so let's go ahead and I guess start program. There are currently no programs on the system. Well, we've failed immediately. Okay, load program. There's currently nothing saved. Okay, manual. Start screen. Here's designed by Peace Directive, copyright 19 something. New manual compiled for version 9. Welcome to the latest version of EMP Control. New functionalities have been implemented, allowing for greater ease of use and exploring all possibilities within EMP, or EMP, or however you want to say that. I don't really care. In addition, the first comprehensive guide for EMP users has been written for all newcomers and returning pros. Any copying or sharing of this manual is a criminal act under Legal Code A1-334. Breach of this code may lead to consequences detailed in the Piracy is Violence Act of 1970-something. Is that really a thing? Nah. Excuse me. Follow each link for a detailed exploration of many incredible uses of the EMP control software. Here at Peace Directive, we believe that the past holds the key to safeguarding our future. We thank you, users, for being part of the journey with us. Alright, so let's check history. Is this even really a game? I don't know. Our story begins with the foundation of Peace Directive. The mandate of our organization is to ensure the prosperity and success that all loyal citizens are entitled to. One of the most popular theories within the company was the goal of developing systems to investigate the intentions of criminals, to better prosecute them, and protect the rest of society. This is just a remix. Protect the rest of society. Dr. Raymond Herring followed the path of chemicals and neurons to put together EMP. And as intelligent as he is handsome, Dr. Herring built EMP from the ground up to be the leading software for analyzing chemical patterns within the brain tissue. With EMP, there is no better evidence than straight from the criminal's mouth. Our court system functions with smooth efficiency now that prosecutors can know exactly the details of these horrible crimes. Peace Directive owes a debt of gratitude to Dr. Herring and his wonderful invention. Is he a red herring? Okay, that was history. Software input. For EMP to be used as most effective, the system requires full exposure to the brain matter of a subject. However, Peace Directive recognizes that these ideal conditions cannot always be met. Newer versions have been able to construct memories from the smallest of samples. Whole childhoods can be resurrected through only a tiny sliver of preserved tissue. That does not mean errors do not occur. In the event of any software error, please refer to missing text, missing text, missing text. Under no circumstance should you attempt this. Okay. Any questions? Please contact the nearest EMP control technician. Okay, that's a little weird. Navigation. Navigation has been streamlined in comparison to older versions. No typing is required or obscure button presses needed. Once the sample has been presented, EMP will do the rest of the work by generating the memories. Certain memories are classified as clusters. These are moments with all sorts of further images that can be accessed. Usually they occur with the subject's mind had wandered, when the subject's mind had wandered, leaving many topics available for exploration. Certain lines of memory are available from these clusters, so may lead into clusters of their own. We recommend keeping track through a notebook and pen. All extraneous materials must be disposed of at the end of the session. And kudos for you for using the proper punctuation here. When the sentence starts within the parenthesis, the period goes inside the parenthesis. Good job. I was an English teacher. All the user must do is follow the links to the memories they require. Simple, right? Yeah, sounds simple, man. Side effects. Oh no. Per Regulation HR-2, Peace Directive are obligated to inform any user of EMP, a selectively curated list of possible health impacts of using EMP. Do Do not use EMP if you suffer from chronic illness, back pain, depression, suicidal ideation, kindness, degenerate desires. Do not continue to use EMP if these arise: hallucinations, hair loss, diarrhea, unexplained anticipation, multiple heart attacks, and erectile dysfunction. All right, very good. We have a new option now. Unread emails. Welcome to the team. New date available from Jonah Park at managerpsycho.com to temp account psychotonic.com. Hey, intern. You finally log in? I saw your name pop up on my screen, and I was like, dude, took you long enough. Me read well. Hey, I'm just kidding. Who cares? Not like the whole government isn't tracking us or whatever. Look, I know this email might come off totally unprofessional since I'm supposed to be your manager and all, but I prefer good vibe to some kind of stuffy office politic crap. Gets on my nerves. Basically, all of that is a long-winded way of saying, welcome to the team. We won't actually meet face-to-face. That's a policy. But I want you to know that I'm glad you're here. Shit gets busy. Always need another hand. Not like this job is difficult or anything. That's why you signed up to this. That's why you signed up to this? Sorry, that was a question. Not really a promotion. If it wasn't clear reading the manual, our job is to basically sort through the people of interest, POIs, memories, and basically give them, our bosses, the information they want. This system keeps track of anything, and don't worry about lifting every stone trying to get answers. I've just sent a copy of the brain you'll be digging through. Take your time. Don't worry if things look complicated. I bet you're a smart guy or gal. And it won't, how politically correct, and it won't take long to get into the swing. Thanks, buddy. Looking forward to working with you. Jonah Park. And then there's an attachment, Wild Dog, EMP. Right. So is that the... do you wish to load Wild Dog? Yes. Oh, it's loading. Look at it go. Like a Valkyrie on the winds of... Okay. Oh, okay. Load success. Start. Oh, there's music? I look down and see the trigger on my lap. The rifle rattles on my knees as the van bounces up and down the street. We aren't going fast, but my teeth are on edge, grinding up harder than those wheels. It's hard to breathe in this tight space filled with 5 other people competing for air. It's so quiet I can hear the sweat forming on everyone's brows. Can we open a window? Asked Gwen. That guy. She. Her. She is always able to guess what's on my mind. I guess it is Gwen, then. Nobody answers her. I pull up the cloth around my face. The ski mask is far from a mountainside, but on my head in the middle of summer. What mountainside? It doesn't make no... Okay. Put on my head in the ski mask is far from a mountainside. Put on my head in the middle of the summer. Okay. I should be used to it by now. Wearing this thing almost every second of every day. It's impossible with the fibery wool that makes me want to scratch my skin off. Am I really worrying about what I'm wearing right now? I should be focusing on the plan, but my mind keeps wandering away to other thoughts, too stuffy to stay on topic. These uniforms, too. Uniforms of the enemy? Who wore mine before clearly enjoyed the smell of her own body? Is this previous owner of my disguise even still alive, or did one of my comrades take it off her corpse? Am I smelling death now? Wells is also pulling at his mask next to me. He leans over and I think he smiles beneath the black cover, a nervous one. Never thought I'd end up here. I don't bother smiling back. Kind of seemed inevitable for me. Look at me now, crazy, right? A professor carrying a gun. His voice is quiet and full of weakness. Puts me on edge. We aren't supposed to share that info, I say. 2. The canvas is empty. No matter how hard I stare at it, there's nothing I can see in it. Makes sense, right? A blank canvas isn't going to stop being blank just by staring. That's not the truth, though. I was able to paint yesterday. That was all I did, filling up the empty parts with feelings of emotion. Red and blue, yellow and green, whatever I wanted. Maybe it's the freedom I'm missing. A cultural officer stands in the corner. In his hand is a clipboard. What will he write down? That I just sat there doing nothing for the whole afternoon? Didn't realize the peace directive outlawed idleness. Maybe they did. It's hard to track these days. We just need something beautiful for the minister, they said the night before. Not much direction to go on, and if the minister isn't happy with my work, I try not to think about it. What does the peace directive stand for? Can I put it into a single painting? Is it even possible to distill the directive down to a single thimble of happiness? No, of course not. They're all fucking evil, and any other picture would be lying. The officer looks down his nose at me. Are you going to do something? I finally have an idea. Oh yeah, you bet I do. 3. Wells is rambling. His mind seems to be losing control of his body. I feel halfway sympathetic, feeling the same thing the night before. The question is, do I need to click on this now, or should I wait until read this whole thing and then do something else? I'm gonna go ahead and keep going, okay? The fear gnawed at me, making me go to the toilet, into the kitchen, back to bed, and repeating that several times over. But I just kept wondering, why was my toilet in the kitchen? I don't know. It was weird. However, I am in control now. I know I am. Wells is not. Fuck, are we nearly there? Burry speaks up. No, we ain't. His words are raspy. Soon? I don't know. Hey, Hackett, are we nearly there? He says raspy. The driver, Hackett, looks back with angry eyes. Shut up! Do you want every soldier on our asses? I gave him an accent. It's not like they can hear us yet, says Dick, who is cleaning his fingernails without a care in the world. Wells turns to me. Hey, Wood, you ever go on a mission like this before? Is the rookie having second thoughts? Should I tell the truth? Oh yeah, this should be fine, I say. Nobody else knows, and it's best kept that way. Nobody else knows about the bomb strapped to the bottom of the van. I want to know about the bomb. Oh, we jumped to this is like choose your own adventure all of a sudden. Sometimes I forget I put it there. It doesn't seem real. That below my feet is a mess of wires and C4 connected to a little trigger hiding in my pocket. If the button was pressed right now, we'd all go up in smoke. I try not to fiddle with my coat. It is only to be used as a last resort. That's what Blair said. But we both knew we were already at that place last night. Desperation to prevent Peace Directive getting the upper hand. The others don't know. They couldn't. We are nearly lost. So the only alternative is to sacrifice everything. These people, the ones whose voices I know so well, months fighting side by side, they're going to die. Myself included. Another thing I like to forget. Or maybe we won't. Maybe it's possible I'll get through this all right. But also, maybe I don't want to. Number 7. We park on the side of the highway. This time we know the patrol's path. It feels excessive that all of us have to die. You only need one person to pull the trigger and set everything on fire. But I understand Blair's reasoning. We set up the barricades that we brought with us. Dressed up like directive soldiers lets us pretend that this is a normal checkpoint, with the goal of eventually stopping our quarry. Nobody suspects we are actually terrorists. Even with the face masks we have on, everyone is too scared to question us. This is a great plan. If the directive didn't know we were coming. Dick is leaning against the stop sign he's holding, lazily waving traffic through. He looks at me with boredom. Wood, you having fun? Playing at the cross guard for civilians? Oh wait, am I saying that? Or is the other guy saying that? Wood, you having fun playing at cross guard for civilians? Are you blaming me? He rolls his eyes. You talked with Blair last night. Was this your idea, waking me up early in the morning for this shit? I'm sorry, I'm British. I would say for this shite. Hey man, it's not my fault you skipped breakfast. Fuck you. I want to know what's going on. What are we looking for? I can't share too many details. So should we do Blair's reasoning or details? I'm gonna do Blair's reasoning. Oh god, the date is missing. Never mind, I don't remember anything about that. We'll go into the details.
And berate, I select my words carefully. It doesn't feel right holding back from my comrades. Aren't we supposed to be brothers and sisters in arms here? But we already know the cell is compromised. They know we exist in our plan here today. It's too late to salvage things now. Blair made that very clear last night. What do I say? Thankfully, our target arrives to put off that conversation. Several large Humvees filled to the brim with directive soldiers. In the middle of the escort is a large truck. It comes to a stop right next to our van. The convoy halts at Gwen's request, but I can tell they are annoyed by the delay. Nothing told them about any checkpoints here. Some officers phoning headquarters, asking what the hell is going on. Gwen glances nervously at me. I thought there was only supposed to be one truck. There are a lot more than anyone expected. One of the officers comes up to me. I'm dressed like I'm the one in charge here.
Ma'am, why are we stopped? I didn't hear anything today about mandatory searches on this highway.
I try to mimic his air of command. Why would we announce that we're doing searches? That doesn't seem like a good strategy to catch our target.
What are you looking for?
I also can't tell you. He throws his arms up in annoyance.
Who is your superior?
I make up the name. General Frank.
Frank?
Yeah. The secret police come raid my house in the middle of the night. I'm woken up by smashing of glass and breaking of my front door. Apparently the minister didn't appreciate my portrait of him. I'm tied up to a chair in the kitchen wearing my pajamas. I call them my PJs. It is humiliating, being stared down by a dozen men while still in my panties. I did not realize until very, very late into this that I am a woman, but you know what? I smoke 16 packs a day, so this is my voice. Deal with it. I'm still human. Fuck them though, I can't show any fear. The minister comes in with a smile on his face. In his hand is a copy of my painting. He shoves it in my face. Lovely, isn't it? It's the minister with a butt for a face. Excrement is sliding down the buttocks. I'm 15 years old and an a-hole in art class.
How much tax dollars are you wasting for this personal vendetta?
I ask. The minister shakes his head.
You're right, of course. This is just a rash misunderstanding, so you will apologize?
Fuck no.
I see. Well, I'm not going to have you arrested. I value free expression.
He snaps his fingers. One of the pigs brings a large plastic bag. Inside I can see a crushed balls of paper. The minister begins to back off.
Here, I thought you might be hungry. There's no E in hungry. Smells like nowadays lots of artists are starving.
The man holding the bag takes out a crumpled ball, which I can now see is a copy of my painting. There could be over 100 stuffed in that bag. Another man grabs my mouth and forces my mouth open. Eat up, Miss Hazel. Enjoy your shit.
Arrest these fools, says the officer.
Shit. I pick up my gun and shoot it right into the officer's gut. He looks at me in surprise.
Fire!
My comrades begin to open fire. Civilians rush out of their cars and run to hide. The soldiers are caught unaware. They begin to shoot back. Cover. I need to find cover. I dive behind the tire of our van. The trigger is in my pocket. The bomb is close enough to the target. If we don't destroy it, everything I've worked for, will be for nothing. I suppress it now, but suddenly I feel my fingers lose all feeling. I'm right here next to it. I can see the bomb strapped to the bottom of the vehicle. Blinking lights telling me it's ready to be armed. But I can't do it. Hey, you okay? Who's talking? I can't see anyone. The room is too blurry. Something in my hand. Somebody holding it? I blink a few times and see a woman looking at me with concern. Her hands are cold. I shake it off. I'm fine. You finished 10 glasses since I got here. Keep going and he'll drain the bar clean. Got a problem with that? Not really, I guess. But it'll ruin my night if you don't save some for me. Maybe you ought to go home. I don't got a fucking home anymore. Got nothing. Fucking ministers, fucking government. Her face is coming into view. Bright red hair, which she pushes behind her ears self-consciously. The stranger's concern looks real, but I don't care. Probably just wants to steal my purse, even though I got no money left. Hey, my name is Sherry, or Cherry. I think it's Cherry. If you need a place to stay, I can help. Why? Why help me? Not like I deserve it. 'Cause you look like you need one, and a good shower. Some of my paranoia slinks away. Hard to lower my defenses after the year I've had. She's pretty, caring, and wants to give me something soft to sleep on. Would it be crazy to say no? Thanks. 12. Yeah. I don't want to die. Last night I told Blair that I could do it, become a martyr for the cause. I already lost everything. Why not myself, too? But those passions don't stick around when reality catches up. I can see them all go down. God, I don't know how to say that. Goes down firing, filled with a dozen bullet holes. Dick is blown by a grenade that causes shrapnel to cut across my face. Wells is curled up on the ground and he seems to have taken the easy way out. Barry charges with his knife. Gwen is hiding beneath the car and looks at me with fear. But she does not forget his training. I watch as she cracks the pill hidden in his mouth. I'm so confused. Who is she and his? And there's a lot of pronouns that don't seem to make any sense right there in this section. Bravery comes to her naturally. For freedom! She shouts and leaps out, blasting her pistols. I only have the amount of time before that pill dissolves her brain. I don't know what that means. The fear is gone now. I watch as everything falls apart and feel nothing. The more death I see, the more it becomes easier to imagine for myself. I think about the world, the way it has also died. We're riding its corpse through the cosmos. A ball, quiet in the void, but somehow I think I can bring it back to life. I always dreamt of being a hero that saves it. Who doesn't? The trigger is in my hands. This was all part of the plan. The soldiers are now cautiously walking forward. They'll find us soon. I can save the world? Can I? If I press the button? What did Blair say last night? Oh, right. Blair rubs his mustache.
So you finally understand? He asks.
I nod. I think I get it. I'm the Trojan horse. I press the trigger.
Unread emails now. Reboot. Oh, I literally have to click reboot. I'm sorry, I just thought it was happening. Then. Oh god, there's more wild dogs. Holy crap. That's so much stuff. How long has it been? It's been, it can't be that much more, right? From our boss. Hey, Jonah here again. I saw a spike on our monitors and the explosion of shit that followed. Looks like your software ran into some kind of massive bug which shut down the whole system. Listen, I'm no computer guy, but I got a couple of friends to send you an upgrade version of EMP software. It should be able to handle whatever exception took down your machine. The sample we got, all those memories, it's pretty damaged, so that's probably what caused the failure. Oh, I forgot. I should actually tell you what we're looking for. We got orders to identify the ringleader of Wild Dogs. Those are the terrorists, yeah? Blair? I think it is. Not his real name, obviously. They all did a good job of covering their tracks. So if you're still up for it, I need you to go back in. Remember, find out Blair's real name. Do that, and you might even get a Christmas bonus. Ha! Alright, yep. Let's do Wild Dogs 2. I'm just going to go until I get an ending. I'm not going to go back and click like other stuff and all that stuff. You can do that yourself. Use the link below. Okay, here we go.
I don't know how much longer I can do some of these voices. The sound of coffee being poured puts my mind back at ease. The smell of roast flows through the room and out the window. Outside, it is a bright day. This place feels the closest to heaven I could reach. Cherry puts down a mug in front of me, but not before kissing my cheek. "You're up early today." She's being coy. "I'm going to finish that painting today." Feels like I've been repeating that for weeks now, but today it is finally true. People sometimes tell me that making art isn't actually real work. Not like counting beans in an office or harvesting crops or some other equally mundane task.
There's some interesting beans out there to be counted. I'll just say that.
But these past few days are like being out of breath at the end of an endless marathon. Yet, I'm finally here. My partner, my lover, whoever she is, looks at me with disbelief.
"Yeah, and then will I finally get to see it?"
she asks. "Only if you say you love it." She laughs.
"I love everything you do."
Oh. Let's click on love. A taxi ignores my pleas for a ride. Instead, it continues through the puddle and drenches me with water. Can you believe how rude that was? I look around and see people avoiding my gaze. What's going on? It's been weeks since being declared a pariah by the government, and now I know what it's like to be all alone in a city. All my contacts, all my friends, gone, like I never existed. Why didn't he just arrest me? Why am I forced to live out this pretend existence? Nobody will buy my art. I have no money. Nobody loves me. Cherry loves you. A taxi driver is supposed to be willing to give a ride to anybody. Prostitutes, criminals, politicians. Sometimes they're all the same person. Aren't they the least discerning people in the business? No. And they literally won't accept my money. How will I get home? Do I even have one? Sound of coffee being poured, but oh, we're back to this. Okay, so now we're gonna choose painting, I guess. After the cultural officer leaves, I head upstairs and begin the important work of transforming my boss into a human ass. Is this rash? They probably can't hurt me over this. It's just some harmless prank. The minister will laugh a little, and everything will be all right. I can't get hurt. It's just some colors arranged into a picture. Might as well be abstract. I tell myself all this is an excuse to justify this stupidity, but really, I hope it pisses him off. Okay, we went back here, so now we got whoever she is.
I got a place up north, away from eyes. Who's saying that? I don't know.
Being deeply engrossed in my magazine, I don't hear her at first. Oh, that was her.
"I got a place up north, away from eyes."
Being deeply engrossed in my magazine, I don't hear her at first. Or maybe I just choose not to listen.
"Hazel, God, don't you want out of the city?"
Not really. It feels like giving up. Being here is transgressive. Makes it difficult for the directive. Every moment I spend showing my face is an act of rebellion. People see me as someone brave enough to stand up to the directive. Cherry knows all this. We argued about it last night.
"It's my grandparents' farm. This time of year it'd be perfect, just the two of us."
To go crazy, I say.
"To get away from the directive."
You can't run away from them. Cherry sits down next to me on the couch.
"Just think of it as a holiday."
Okay. It's not Anne. It's a holiday. Okay. A holiday. Okay. Sorry. Former English teacher. I let a lot of stuff slide. But not everything.
Sitting on our asses while the directive hurts more people.
Oh, that's her saying this. Wait.
I think this is supposed to be Cherry. Sitting on our asses while a directive hurts more people? I got plans, Cherry. We should be getting in touch with those wild dogs.
I have plans too, and they don't involve you getting killed.
She leans over into my ear.
You don't have to take on the whole world.
Is that sexy to turn anybody on right there? It felt sexy.
Ever since I decided to stand up, I was no longer sitting down. The whole world has been telling me to go to the back of the class. I've always been a little hot-headed. For an artist, I'm pretty good at using the paintbrush as a weapon. I stab people right in the eye with the pointy end of it. Trying to leave now feels like a mistake, but Cherry has already done so much for me, rescued me, myself, at my lowest, helped me find something close to happiness and all this shit. I owe her some time away from all this. Let's go. Okay. Oh. Okay, good. The whole gang is here, though I can't see any of their faces. Gwen pours everyone something slimy brown from a dirty pot into our cups. This place is rank. Mold climbing up the walls. There's one of Blair's safe houses scattered around the city, but it feels like I'd sooner collapse on us than provide any safety. Dick, with that familiar whine, is the first to run his mouth.
So we going to kill some direct dicks soon? I've been sitting on my ass for half a year.
Gwen accidentally spills piping hot coffee on a dick.
Oops, my mistake. Mistook you for a mug. Ouch! I don't even know what that means.
The tall man steps into the conversation.
You'll get what you want, says Akkad. We are here because Wood has a new mission for us.
They all look to me. Sometimes I realize I'm responsible for these bunch of idiots and I have a panic attack. I went to art school. Well, I'm in charge of leading the resistance against the directive. But that feels like a lifetime ago. Blair contacted me. We're going to hit a directive shipment. Dick yawns.
Boring.
Wells kicks Dick underneath the table.
Do you ever stop talking?
They're about to descend into a familiar argument, but Barry coughs menacingly. Everyone stops talking whenever he speaks. Barry gestures for me to continue. I lay out a map of the highway. Here's the point. We'll need disguises, but it shouldn't be too difficult. They'll have a small guard, maybe 2 or 3 guys. It shouldn't be hard to intimidate them if they're starting trouble, if they're causing trouble. Gwen picks up the little model truck. It's from a board game, I think. We all have our own pieces. I'm the boot. She asks,
So what's the target?
Inside the truck. Wells rubs his arms nervously.
That doesn't answer the question.
I can't tell you. Blair told me I couldn't. Dick laughs.
Bullshit. Is it worth a lot of money? I bet Blair didn't even give you us this job. It's some priceless artwork. You love that kind of thing, Hazel. Using us as your own grunts.
Akkad places a hand on Dick's shoulders.
This isn't the time for jokes.
I was just trying to lighten the mood.
I told you us our real names, Heather.
Akkad is calm but forceful. I can always count on him to bring the troops into line. After that, there aren't many questions left. Nobody's in the mood for getting answers. And anyways, this seems like a basic, easy job. We've done this before. I hope so.
Truck?
Yeah. Wells helps lift the box up into the van. It's filled with ammo. You hand him the next box. Why did we go into second person there all of a sudden? I don't know. But anyway. Thanks for helping out, he says. Usually Dick makes me do this work by myself. Sometimes the others treat Wells too harshly, only because he lets the cracks in his visage show through. The trembling voice that tells everyone that he fears. I share the same feeling, but I've trained to hide it better. But I'm not here just to lend a hand. The bomb is in my backpack, ready to be screwed onto the van. That sounds really weird, but okay. Once Wells leaves, I'll do it. Some doubts are beginning to creep in. Blair seemed pretty crazy last night. Didn't seem himself, talking to nobody. Can I really trust him? Am I throwing my life away for Some imaginary fear? I can't ask Wells. Can't talk about it. Cockroaches scattered to the periphery of the warehouse. My feet echo all the way to the ceiling, because that's how sound works. A single shaft of light pierces the accumulated dust in one of the windows. I can't see very far, but at the very end of the space, I can see the lights leading me on. A green haze out of the darkness. I don't have far to go now.
That's everything, Wells says,
Wiping his hands. Our vehicle's almost ready to go. All that is left is to hide the bomb beneath the engine. I make up some excuse to stay longer. I want to double check the tire pressure. You go on. Get some rest before we leave later.
Oh, okay. But can we talk first, privately?
There's still time. Try not to act suspicious. Yeah. It's easy to read Wells' face even hidden behind a ski mask. Just from his posture, I can tell he has second thoughts.
Wood, how do you handle going on a mission? I feel terrible.
Usually I would be more certain of my survival. Not this time. This time I want to take Wells into my arms and share the same pain he's feeling. But leaders have to stay strong, carry those burdens alone. Just trust the rest of us. We work together as a team. Wells shakes his head.
There's something you aren't telling me,
Wood.
Something is wrong. It's obvious. If you want me to trust you, then give me a reason. Are we coming back from this?
I feel my mouth open, but nothing comes out. What to say? That we're all walking into a trap? That I know we're going to die? I take a deep breath and answer Wells' question. It doesn't matter if we do or don't. The only thing we have to worry about is finishing the job. People are counting on us.
I have a family.
I interrupt. Please don't tell me.
I'm a professor. Did you know? Used to be, before getting sacked because I dared to question the directive. I know nothing about guns or fighting or winning against impossible odds. What am I doing?
His panic attack is growing worse. Providing comfort seems to be an impossible task these days. I'm totally out of practice, but I try anyways, grabbing him by the shoulder. Tears stain his cheek.
They don't know. My kids. When I'm gone for days, where I go. Best they never. Best if I die, they never know what for. That'll keep them safe. Ignorance.
Hey, it's okay. You're here for them, building a future they can live in. You might not live to see it, but they will. The foundations we can build for our children to be happy. Wells wipes away his eyes. Wipes his... Why did I say away? It's not even there. Wells wipes his eyes.
That was almost poetic.
I'm sure I stole it from somewhere. He takes a step back and has returned sense of strength. He'll be solid on the mission. I feel like I should warn him what's coming. That way he can prepare. Say his last goodbyes. But there's no longer enough time. But then I notice Wells holding his mask in his hand. I can see his older, kind face, full of wrinkles and smiling. He could be my own father.
Wood, if I don't make it, tell my children what I did. Explain why I decided to fight.
I can't.
My name is Brandon Montgomery, and I'm proud to call you my friend.
It's almost as if he already knows what will happen, that this is a doomed mission. Have I made it so obvious just by the sound of my voice, wrought with finality? I shake his hand. Thanks, Brandon. We'll see each other on the other side. Which side that will be, I'm not too sure. We're still got more to go. You know EMP control?
Oh, this is Blair. You know EMP control.
Blair seems to enjoy explaining the world to me.
It's the reason why I have to wear this fucking mask.
Why I can't tell anyone my real name, because every moment of my life can be found by that machine. If you ever got captured, you show the direct of all your memories against your free will. Thankfully, it only works with an actual sample of your brain. They still need to get their hands on it.
I don't know what Blair is. He's a hodgepodge of things.
On another set of tables, there's a radar dish and a thick-looking box. That box is thick, yo. A wavy line is bouncing up and down on printed graphic paper coming out of the equipment. He points the radar dish at my head, and the readout seems to respond with sharper movements in the line.
This is a little project of mine. It detects psi waves coming out of your head. The machine only detects it as noise. However, it is theoretically possible to translate this noise into thought.
You'd be able to read my mind.
The directive wants even more than that. They want to broadcast their own psi waves straight into our brains. What better way to deal with the rebellion than at the root? They'll change the way we think.
Mind control?
They won't need to. All they need to do is make people think fighting back is hopeless. The fear, that's what they need. It's the same principle of EMP. Make people share the same memories. Memories that will make the peace directive look invincible.
This has to be a load of horse shit. Psi waves? Sounds more magic than technology. My thoughts are my own. I'd think I would know if somebody was listening in. So what, you want us to capture it?
That really isn't a card we can play. Now with the protection around it, to buy us time, we need to be drastic.
Became clear what he was asking. I watch as the directive kill my friends. The trigger. Where's the trigger? I need to press it. Two soldiers walk down the street. I don't look at them.
Hey, your coffee is getting cold. Oh.
Hey, your coffee is getting cold. Look over at Cherry. She's sitting across from me. The cafe is full of business this sunny morning. Smells of bakery float down from the other side of the street. Business is booming. Smiles everywhere. It's like nobody knows we live in hell. Another patrol of soldiers. Do people actually find that comforting, seeing men walk with guns? But of course these people aren't used to hearing gunfire. I sit among those who never have to face that side of the law. Lucky for them. Cherry grabs my hand. Everything is okay. They aren't looking for you. What happens when the minister changes his mind?
You've been punished. That's all he cares about.
No, he wanted to feel powerful. That's all peace directive is. Just a bunch of insecurity masquerading as strength. It'd be so easy to shatter that illusion. More soldiers, about a dozen. Why are there so many? Yelling comes from down the street. Something's about to happen? Then boom, it shakes the table and drinks. Some people fall to the ground, a woman screams. Nobody seems hurt. But I can see everyone is afraid. Far away, a cloud of dust rises.
Wild dogs did this, yells a customer. Oh God, what if they come here?
It's the same fear I recognize in myself, but unlike everyone else, I'm happy. Glass has finally been broken. The fear that the directive can't protect them. That they will be all we need to win, and that will be all we need to win. Oh no. Some shit is getting freaking real now. I can see the cookie code. Safety mode, crying baby. Okay.
Dude, I think that's what that's supposed to be. We're throwing a party up on the 90th floor later this week. Me and a bunch of managers putting together an absolute rager. Booze and music, baby. We also got a bunch of ladies coming in, and men too, if that's your persuasion. I hear they are all sex slaves or something. Crazy, right? Didn't know that was a job. It's all being put together by the Minister of Culture, Robbie Herring. You hear of that guy? Me and him go way back. Best buddies. I only know him from work and golfing, but we're basically close knit as can be. Damn, that guy's corrupt. Biggest sleazeball in the directive. It's best to be on his good side. Yup, that's Herring, alright. Definitely that guy's name. Hey, are you finished with finding Blair's name yet? You're taking forever. Herring wants this done. I might get disinvited if you don't get it to me soon. There'll be consequences. Just kidding. Ha ha ha. Okay, go back. Oh wait, is that it? MP1. When does this end? Like, Barry sitting on the edge of the rooftop. He's slurping a smoothie from one of his straws. Mask covers part of it. Put down the binoculars. Oh no, we're still going. Surveillance is a directive. This directive, middle manager, is extremely boring. Since coming home, all he's done is watch television. It's a comedy show, so I can see him laughing, but without hearing the jokes, it is slightly disturbing.
The silent dog isn't helping either. He hasn't said a word since we stopped to get fast food. And that was only to order his smoothie. So, Barry looks at me. I can't tell what he's thinking. Barry finally speaks. My name is John Belfort. What the hell? Better just to get that out of the way now. Barry tosses his empty drink off the roof. Do you know telling me your name is very risky? If I get captured, they could find you. Barry nods.
I was thinking the same thing. Do you see that manager across the street?
Our surveillance hasn't revealed much about the manager. What about him? He works for the EMP division, Jonah Park.
He'll be the one in charge of extracting your memories.
If I get captured.
He nods. Yeah, but you haven't seen my face yet.
No. I'm not on their record.
I'm not on the records. It would take a long time to find me. I just wanted to say it to mess with Jonah. If he pulls your memories, then he will see this conversation. I can tell he starts to smile beneath the mask.
Oh, I can tell he starts to smile beneath the mask.
Hello, Mr. Park. It's me, John. You really like this show, don't you? Look over here. You might see 2 dogs watching you.
I can't help to let out a giggle. I feel at ease for the first time in a while. Power we have over Jonah, even if he can't actually hear us. Extracting your memories is what I'm going to click on.
This has been a part of the plan since even before you joined Wild Dogs.
We're standing outside beneath the streetlight. Flies buzz beneath the humming bulb. Fresh air tastes good. It might be my last chance to enjoy it. Blair's younger than I expected. He looks more like a college graduate than a leader of a resistance movement. But I can tell he is more than that. I've taken my mask off too. He's always known who I am anyway.
My name is Raymond Herring. Technically a doctor, too, but please don't call me that. I've thrown that part of my life far away.
I won't as long as you don't call me a flower-sniffing, tree-hugging artist.
Fine, Hazel. How about a friend?
Shut up. I don't need to be patronized while being given my death sentence. Raymond has his arms behind his back, staring down the empty street. The towers of the city rise up into the clouds.
It's been a long time since I actually had to do this. Giving someone a job I know they probably won't come back from. Haven't had to do that much. Thankfully, it is distasteful. Oh, thankfully, period. It is distasteful.
Not to me. Loving it so far.
Sure. You can back away, you know. I won't stop you. Turn me into the directive. I spit.
Fuck them, I will do this. Even with the weight of the others on my mind. But I need you to promise that this is important. That when I don't come back, you'll win this war. I remember that I helped a little.
I doubt I'll be there to celebrate the victory. You'll be the one remembered as a hero. Because not only will you destroy Psy, but also bring about the end of the entire system. As long as I don't have to die
twice.
Actually, that might be exactly what I need.
Well, what?
EMP is a very strange thing when you think about it, says Barry.
Why do you say that? It can show you. It can
show you your memories perfectly. Every minute detail your eyes capture. Your own thoughts, better than any camera. That's what I've heard is the perfect tool for the directive.
I don't see that as too strange. It's just what our brains do.
Right. But if it is just like our brains, does that mean EMP is just us?
What do you mean?
When EMP loads a program of your mind, does EMP become you? It might as well be, right? It has your memories, and what are memories than just a collection of yourself? Is it you down to those little quirks of thought that pass through your neurons? It is you.
It's a copy, though.
But if you're dead...
I lean back and stare to the sky. It's just getting too real. I just want to blow some shit up.
Man, this just keeps going. How long is this, Dev? You said 20 to 30 minutes. I'm going through. I'm almost at 50 minutes here.
For a second, I think Blair is joking. Really?
He smiles sadly at me.
At least he doesn't look away. He sees me in my entirety.
You're the only one I can trust. And you already know who I am. Don't think both of us keep going on the same way as before. It is too late now. They'll plug your brain into EMP control and get what they need.
I'll use the pill before that happens.
Give me it.
Seeing his face without a mask makes me trust him. I spit again, this time into his hand. The fake tooth in my mouth filled with a chemical that would dissolve my brain. Mountain Dew. You better have a good plan.
There is one last thing I need, Hazel. I'm sorry that I have to ask so much. It isn't fair.
Just tell me what you need.
I need your brain plugged into EMP control. I need a directive to see your memories. These are the last things I own.
These are the last... I don't know who's talking. Use some speech tags, please. When you got a lot of dialogue like this, it can be confusing.
I know, but I need you to sacrifice them. Have them plug it in and see everything. Not just Wild Dogs, but who you are.
That's the level of openness I haven't had since Cherry. She knew everything about me. It's been quiet ever since. Can I do that again? Not just to someone I love, but to a complete stranger? Hell, I'll already be dead. I nod.
So you finally understand?
Yes. I nod. I think I get it. I'm the Trojan horse. He grabs my shoulders and looks straight into my eyes, but not at me. There's something deeper in them, something at the back of my head. He finally says, softly, I need to talk with the user.
The user, that's us. Fuck off. The whole system is down. Can only send you emails. The rest of the system is locked out. Are you doing this? Is this your fault? I don't even with this fucking shit. Get your act together in turn, and maybe I won't fire your ass. If we can't get the name to the upstairs apartments, guess who's getting all the blame? Me, asshole. Send me the name now. You have it. I know you do. There's still hope for you yet. Promotion's up the big ladder. Maybe someday you might end up somewhere important. But until you do, I'm your boss. Now give it to me. Ignore him. Loading the truth. Bringing the whole thing down. Sticking it to the man.
Hey, it's me, Raymond Herring, the guy just talking with Hazel. You know her, right? Her favorite color, the food she likes. How about those things she loves, the things she hates? What I wouldn't give to be in your position. I can only see what she chooses to show me. Beneath that skin, I can only guess. I think she's tough, cold, and a little dismissive of other people. A bit world-weary. But I also imagine she has an inherent optimism. Else why would she be here, fighting for a doomed cause against the great evil of our time? Either she's an idiot or a hero. But I am a very naive person, thinking this plan might work. It's been a while since I created the first version of EMP in my dorm room, between college exams. Maybe they've solved this loophole. The directive has a whole host of scientists smarter than me figuring this shit out, but I don't think so. Because this loophole doesn't have to do with any code or program. No error messages show up when it breaks. The directive know about this loophole too, but they can't solve it, not without a large hammer smashing everything around it. The loophole is in the name, EMP. Empathy. No matter how hard the directive tries, the user comes to side with the enemy. Spending any amount of time in a so-called terrorist mind will eventually convince the user to switch allegiance. You are probably aware of it already. It might have happened with the first memory you saw. Or not until now. It doesn't matter. Welcome to Wild Dogs, user. But just because you agree with us doesn't mean you will actually do what I say. It isn't hypnosis, so I can't force you to help. But I really do need you. And this is why I'm talking like you actually exist, because I desperately want you to. I need you to destroy EMP control. Inside Hazel's brain is a sequence that can corrupt the system. It is my failsafe. She has the ability to destroy EMP within her mind. All you have to do is help her achieve self-awareness. I can't say much more. Now, this is just a guess, but the directive is probably going to kill you after you deliver them my name.
If you know about the loophole, they won't risk you becoming a liability. You're probably just an unpaid intern, yeah? Or somebody so insignificant to be disposed of. So you have a choice. Choose to believe me and let Hazel destroy MP, or give them my name, delete Hazel, and prove that the loophole can be broken. That will mean the end of Wild Dogs. If you don't have any empathy for Hazel, then do that. I won't be angry if you have none. I don't know Hazel's memories. She may be a terrible person. Maybe I picked the wrong person for my backdoor plan, but I don't think so. You'll die either way, destroying EMP or saving it, just like Hazel. If we don't destroy Scythe, then we might as well shoot ourselves. I can't know what you think. Nobody can. I hope you help me. Don't be afraid. Are you talking to me now? I ask. Destroy EMP. Terry smiles at me across the breakfast table. You want to use the shed? You want to use the shed? Yeah, for my painting. It's got great light in there. Lots of windows. I just need the code to get in. She writes it down on a piece of napkin. It's that. What? Just use it. Love, we'll finally be free. She never said this. I don't remember. Here we go. MP control version licensed by. Stop. Don't input that code. This isn't what you think. Input sequence? Input sequence. Are you sure? Hazel, they're trying to trick you. If you go ahead, they will destroy you, and you will have accomplished nothing. Don't input the code. Who are you? Look between the lines. Hey, from that guy above you is bullshitting. Ignore that idiot. Input the code. Oh my god, what do I do? 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 I'm just joking. I know exactly what I'm going to do. Yes.
No hesitation. OBS doesn't like red. Okay, well, I got report there. Employee evaluation. I got an F. This employee sabotaged critical EMP systems in order to aid terrorist element against the peace directive, routinely ignored commands, and disrespected their superior manager, led to widespread destruction of crucial EMP equipment with millions of dollars in damage. Recommendation, full termination. Furthermore, terminated employee will have brain used and examined to better develop understanding rebellious behavior. Brain scans of interactions with EMP will lead to better identification of subversive elements, predictive algorithms, and social and racial factors. Brain scan will be copied and distributed to all departments, will be important for training of managers in order to recognize similar threats. What did we learn? That anybody could be a potential threat to peace security. EMP programs are dangerous without proper supervision and training. Our enemies know how to exploit EMP. End of program. Thank you for participating in a Peace Directive learning environment. This EMP program is applied to you under the licensing agreement of the Preparatory Counter Threat Act. Power off. Ha 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 ha. Goodbye, Hazel. You have lost. Don't give up hope. How did I lose? I thought I took down the whole damn system. You mean it didn't work? All that sacrifice and it didn't even take them out? Ah, poop on that. Okay, well, I'm going to close that there. And so that was Empathy Control. What's the name of this game? No, I don't remember. Oh, Lord. Yeah. Empathy Control. Flashing lights, loud noises. Maybe if you want to play this game, of course, use the link below, support the devs, and you'll take a different path and make different decisions. This is actually a lot longer than what it says. Maybe because I was doing voices, and reading it out loud. I read faster in my head, right? So yeah, pretty cool. I mean, I like the concept. It's not really a new concept. It's kind of like, it reminds me of like those depressing sci-fi movies from the mid to late 1970s, and I think Family Guy even did a joke about that. But yeah, so I mean, it's pretty cool. I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it. A lot of good story elements and everything. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below, and if you liked the video, go ahead and click that like button. If you didn't like the video, go ahead and click that like button anyway. And if you haven't already, I would be oh so grateful if you were to subscribe, and I thank you. Alright, well that's going to do it for this video today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.